So it has taken me a while to make this video. Joseph and me are leaving Spelkollektivet, and we've been here for almost 2 years, so this is gonna be a big change in our lives. For over 2 months I've had the idea to make this video about what this place even is, because it might be the place that you need like right now, and I want to tell you about it. What the hell? In a nutshell, Spelkollektivet is a co-living and co-working place in Sweden, or better, the Swedish countryside. It is 2.5 hours away from Copenhagen airport and easily reachable by train. When we came here in October 2017, the house was in a different location. But since September 2018, it is located here in Väckelsång and it has space for up to 50 people. We are around 30 people right now. So why did Joseph and me almost spend 2 years at this place? First, the money. Hands down, if you live in any bigger European city, rent is probably what your money goes to most of the time. Rent at Spelkollektivet changes depending on like how long you stay and like when you come here, but usually I would say it is around 400 euros a month, and this is fairly competitive with like I would say most European cities. But now comes the best part. Everything that you need is included in the rent. What do I mean by that? By everything, I mean everything. You get breakfast in the morning, you get 2 warm meals a day, like somebody cooks food for you. You don't have to spend time cooking, you don't have to spend time shopping, you just have to show up and eat, and it's included in the 400 euro rent. You even get internet, electricity, water. They even buy the toilet paper and the shower gel for you. You can also still buy your own stuff here. You can buy breakfast stuff, you can buy things to cook and cook your own meal. There is a supermarket, but if you wanted to, you can just live here for 400 euros, not pay anything else. Number 2, and like I only have number 1, which is the money because it's so cheap, and number 2. So number 2 is the game devs. I'm gonna make this one really short, but there's just a lot of cool people in the house. Like, I've been here for 2 years. I've seen a lot of people come and go, but there's always been cool people, so if you wanna meet other game devs and be surrounded by cool people, then come here. So now you are probably wondering, Simone, what does this magical place of wonder look like? And to that I say, let's do a house tour. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do the house tour now. I filmed this 2 months ago. Okay, so this is the outside of the house. And this is the room that you see when you first arrive. Right now it's a bit messy, because we just ordered new furniture. But then to the left. So this is the eating room, without food and without people. And recently it's been getting warmer, so and it's super warm and it's very nice. So hi, this is Simone from the future. Back when I filmed this, we didn't have this place, so now even more people can sit outside. Hooray! But it looks like shit now because it's raining, but believe me, it's super cool and nice when there's sun. So from the eating area to the dishwasher. No, I'm kidding. This is the kitchen, the homie's kitchen. This is our beautiful fridge. And this is mainly where we can just cook breakfast. If you want to cook. Because if you don't, then this is the professional kitchen where they cook the good food. But I'm not allowed in there. Yes. was only slightly creepy. What else? Oh yeah, the warmest room in the house. Which looks like this at the moment, but it doesn't usually look like this. So this is the infamous pea waterfall, which you already know if you've seen any of the videos that I recorded in here. And this is where we have all of the board games. And yeah, this is also the room where we mostly hang out in the evening and just play and drink. Mostly drink, really. So all of the board games are from the house. I think some are from the homies, but mostly it's from the house. Oh yeah, there's also, now that I'm seeing this, there's D&D sessions every couple of weeks, but it depends on who's in the house at the moment. So right now there's a lot of people that like to play D&D, so there's a lot of D&D going on, but like we had phases where there was no D&D players, so yeah, no D&D. Makes sense! Let us continue. Hello! Alright, hallway number 1 with renovations. So this is the renovated area of the house. It has, I don't know how many rooms, but in all of these doors there's rooms for the homies. And this is the area that is getting renovated. So this will be like a just sitting, chilling, reading area. And yeah, this is the renovation where there's more homie rooms being made. I actually haven't seen these. Sponsored by IKEA. What?
Let's finish the bed.
Yeah. But I have it on video that it's not finished. So should I come later when it's finished? And then film again? Okay.
Yeah, or you can finish it.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna finish it. I have important YouTube work to do. I don't have important YouTube work to do. As you can maybe hear, this is the shower. This is where you get clean, I suppose. Zoom. If we go around this corner. Ta-da! This is the second hallway. Again, these are all homie rooms, but these aren't renovated. Front section here. There's like these 2 rooms are renovated and in the rest there's people living. And I think in this nice and yellow back section there's only like 2 or 3 rooms here there where people are living. Oh yeah, back there is like more rooms. And now we go down to the basement. Just keep working.
Just be normal.
Just act natural. You're doing a very good job.
You don't show any of the trash.
Oh yeah.
Where is the trash? I just blur it out.
There. There.
Oh,
So this is the trash. So this is the big office, and now we go to the Joshua office. It's not the Joshua office anymore.
I used to work for a couple of weeks.
So this is the
It's
empty.
empty.
The empty office.
The empty room, yeah.
Yep, we leave this room. Ta-da! Oh, and this is the quiet office, now with improved sunlight blockage. Bye. This office you probably know the most, because this is where I almost film every game jam ever. So another dark and scary corridor, and it leads into the Netflix room. So this is the room where we have all of the consoles, the big TV, all the sofas, basically for gaming and watching TV. Opposite from the Netflix room we have VR playing room and the VR, I guess, setup room. If we continue down this path. Hello! So this is the second Netflix room. Now we enter the area that is not really renovated as much. And in here we have like an esports room that exactly has room for like 5 people, but none of us use it. And I think there's kids from the town that use it. And opposed to that we have... Hello? So this is the gym. We sometimes use it. This is actually used very often. Ping pong table and gym. Let's go. Welcome to one of the creepy hallways. Like all of these doors on the right are mainly for storage. We barely use this part of the house except... Ta-da! It's so nice and bright. So as you probably guessed, this is the laundry room. We do laundry sometimes. And one really nice addition that I really appreciate is this thing. You kind of know that you're becoming an adult when you get excited about a drying room. But anyway, this is where you can just hang up your stuff and it dries. And if you want it to dry faster, you can, that back there is a fan, you can just turn it on and then it dries really fast. And it's very exciting. This is Joseph and my laundry, by the way. And this is the laundry basket. Has it become apparent that I don't know how to film a house tour video? Oh, by the way, also sponsored by IKEA. Nah, we're not sponsored. I wish we were. But if we go out here. Stairs, 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 stairs. Oh, stairs, stairs, stairs. If we were to go up here, this is the first floor where more homies live, but I kind of just don't want to go because it's just more closed doors, so it's just not. Which brings us back to this. So yeah, that is basically the house. I think the only thing to do now is just check if Rasmus has finished that bed. Have you finished the bed?
Yeah.
We just need to see if you assembled it or not. Ta-da! Bed. So now that you've seen the place and heard me talk about the place, you might be intrigued, but you still don't know like what to do here. And I had the same problem before coming here and also before getting more into game dev, that I had no idea what it meant to come here. And basically, if you're only paying 400 euros a month and everything else is taken care of, and you're surrounded by other motivated people, you can really focus on getting into game dev, and it allows you the financial freedom of just, yeah, existing and doing what is fun to you, if that makes sense. To give you guys kind of an insight of what my life has been like here. I also filmed what a typical day in my life at Spelkollektivet looks like. Usually I get up in the morning around 7 or 8 and then head down to the office to spend some time alone. I use those 2 to 3 morning hours before everybody else gets up to focus on drawing, language learning, or listening to audiobooks. Afterwards I start working on either client work, company work, or, like on this day, my private stuff. So yeah, that's mainly the mornings. And food. Food is usually served between 12 and 12:30, and there's always a 2-week plan of what is being cooked. Wow, isn't this super exciting? Today I'm really just updating my social media, updating our social media for Do and I, adding a imprint to my website. So very boring stuff. Even if I were to work on client work, I would just like sit here and draw instead of writing text and formatting text. But this is basically what the afternoons look like. However, this afternoon, one of my housemates decided to have a spontaneous portrait drawing session with Joseph. So we also sometimes spend the evenings just playing video games, playing board games, or just watching Netflix together. There's usually always somebody that wants to watch something, so you're in good company. Good night. And that is pretty much my day. But then again, there's also days we don't work at all. When Joseph and me came here, this was our timeout. Spelkollektivet gave us the freedom to reinvent ourselves and build up a business from the ground without any financial pressure. On top of that, it helped me escape the hamster wheel of working for clients 10 to 14 hours every day. And especially the last year, all that extra time that I've managed to free has helped me grow immensely as an artist. I even had some extra time to learn programming. And visual scripting. So why am I making this video? The truth is, I want Spelkollektivet to continue, and for that it needs new people to be interested and to move into the house. I feel it's a great place to be if you just need a break for just 1 month or even 12 months. Spelkollektivet doesn't really have anything on their website where you can see how life here is, because they just don't have the capacity at the moment to do these things. So I just wanted to show the world what it's like to be here and to live here. And if Spelkollektivet might be what you need right now, and if you're interested, I'll be down in the comments answering all your questions, and let's just talk about it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Mitzi, no. You know I can't let you in. Bye, Mitzi.
Hi, my name is Genius, and welcome to Spelkollektivet. I'm the proud owner and majority shareholder. I'm here today to give you a lovely tour of this fine establishment. Come on, let's go! This is the North Wing, one of 3 residential areas here. Let's take a look inside one of the rooms. You're supposed to unlock the door.
Isn't not unlocked? I'm sorry.
Saying sorry isn't gonna unlock the f***. Let's take a look inside one of the rooms. It's a bit bland at the moment, but there's plenty of space to make it your own. And would you look at all these rooms? Laundry. Outside, there's plenty of luscious, spacious grounds, nearby forests, and even a fire pit. Let's take a look.
That's great, but come on back. There's more house to see.
Hey, are you coming?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's go.
Did I mention? We're all actors.
These balls.
I forgot about that.
So come on down, stay a while. You're gonna love it here. My name is Binkleton, signing out. So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh? You're fired!
Welcome to Spelkollektivet, a co-working and co-living space for game developers around the world. Our aim is to provide an affordable space to eat, sleep, work, and build connections with other game devs from different backgrounds and experiences. Most residents here work in one of the dedicated co-working spaces. We have the loud office for those looking for a more social working environment, and the quiet offices for a more distraction-free environment. All areas come equipped with high-speed internet, desks, and office chairs, with the added bonus of being around other passionate people while they work on their own projects. And if you prefer, there's plenty of space in your own private bedroom. To help foster a collaborative community, we host a weekly stream, the Spelkollektivet Game Developers Conference, an opportunity to showcase what you've been working on and gain valuable feedback on your projects from developers just like yourself. Even though you might work alone, we're still a big team that always has each other's backs. But let's all remember to take some time to relax, have fun, and enjoy yourself. Spelkollektivet encourages a healthy balance of work and play with a number of dedicated spaces for games, board games, movies, and outside activities to participate with your fellow game devs. Speaking of game devs, let's talk to some.
Just settle in.
All right.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Yeah, hi, I'm Matej Jan.
Hello, I'm Marijke. I am Megan McCurdy.
I'm Adam.
I'm Annika.
I'm Michal. I'm Jovi.
I am Belinda.
I am Fio. I'm a composer from New Zealand.
I'm from Germany and I'm a solo game developer.
I'm from the Philippines and I'm an artist that works in the game industry.
I am an indie game developer.
I'm helping her with her stuff. Also, I help in the house. I'm from Czech Republic and I'm the developer of Lords and Villains.
I'm from Germany and I'm an art director / UI UX designer for Hotel Magnate.
I come from Slovenia and I am a pixel artist and game developer.
I came here to focus on the development of my game and have more free time and be around the community of indie game developers to get some support from my peers.
I was already working alone on my projects, and yeah, I just wanted to be part of a community and be part of a group of people that have similar interests.
I felt a little bit stagnant back at home. I wasn't getting anywhere or meeting a lot of people in the industry, so I just took the plunge.
We both thought about, hey, let's make a trip just where we can do programming. At this time, we didn't know that Spelkollektivet existed, and it was a really nice coincidence that we found this place and could just work on software.
I wanted to experience what life was like living abroad. The idea of living together with other passionate game developers was really interesting to me.
I miss how my life was working from an office when I had a normal game development job, but I still want to work on my game, and so being here is the best of both worlds. I can work on my game and be in an office with other game developers, and it's even better because we also live together, and it's really nice to have like-minded people around you.
I came here because a friend of mine, Annika, she went here before and she told me about this place and was like, "You're sure this is real? Are they not selling you organs or something?" Like, no, it's real. It's really awesome. And then I decided, damn, I'm gonna come here. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And it is.
One of the most surprising to me was how good the food is. And it has great variety, so we have normal and vegetarian options. And I actually became vegetarian while being here because I was thinking about it already before, but I'm too lazy to prepare it, and here somebody does it for you, and it's...
The community is amazing. Here are so many people with totally different experiences, and you can learn from every single one of them something special.
The people, I think. I wasn't expecting to make so many great friendships here, and along with working with those friends, it's been really cool.
I like a lot of things, and it's very hard for me to pick one that would stand out the most. I think above everything it would be the people that I'm surrounded with, because I think they are very like-minded and very accepting and supportive, so I feel like home here, and that's what I like the most about this place.
For more information, check out our website for the latest prices and details, or join us on Discord where you can ask more questions from us directly.
Oh, well done.
Skadoosh. I mean, no, because I needed to. Okay, now. Because it's live. But you can set it up once it's your turn. Or is it much? What do you do? Is it uploaded on the NAS?
On the NAS, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense to put it onto the
Okay. Hello, everybody on the stream. Please wait and please don't look at the stream. Everybody, close your eyes.
And don't record this.
Yes.
Start recording.
Is everybody holding their eyes? Good. Hold. Hello, Remy. Okay, that was quick. Okay. Now you can do it.
Are we good to go? We should be.
Yeah, it's live.
Am I live? What? I don't know what's showing here.
Space.
Press space to start. Welcome! to SGDC. Woohoo! With your rebellious host. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this, but I'm here nonetheless. And we are here today to show our stuff. I feel like we're a few people here. Oh, look, it changes. Cool. I just have a list here, so I'm just gonna call people up accordingly, I guess. So, Mikhail, do you want to get started or start us off?
Raise the bar.
Show us what you got.
Show our stuff.
Somebody close my folder. I feel like I'm in a jungle. Okay, hello. So, I've been spending last few weeks like balancing and fixing many bugs, and there's still seems to be some bugs, but the game is much more stable than it was 3 weeks ago, to the point that I could survive a whole winter, get some taxes going, and develop a nice settlement. And because I've never presented before some kind of developed village, I felt like that's what I can show you today. So I've made a save file with this, which took about 4 hours to get to of like gameplay. I've got pretty lucky with the families that were coming in because they were coming in exactly at the order I needed them for some reason. But we have warehouse here. I've rebuilt it so it's now partially in a mountain, which was dug out by miners, and we have the family of miners living here, who are working closely with the masoners, turning all of this mined stone into usable building blocks. And over here we have fishermen who are working with the tailors over here for a supply of yarn so that they can keep repairing their fishing nets to keep catching fish efficiently and keep building more of them, which I seem to forgot to expand on. And here we have one family of foragers. This is my manor, by the way. This is where the ruling family lives. As you can see, pretty beds and everything. Very close to their house as well. And this is our marketplace. So every morning, every family that has stuff to sell will come here with their little carts. They will load their storefronts, and now everybody can buy apples, butter, whatever they need, which I think, no, yeah, this guy is buying something. So they just bought 4 corn because they need some meals to be cooked. They are running out of meals. And immediately, as they have some food, they go and start cooking. We've optimized this a lot, so now 1 person per family is cooking almost all day if it's a big family, so it's pretty efficient. They are trying to stock on meals enough so that they're not getting hungry. And we have a nice big farm here. Surprisingly, only one farming family is able to sustain this whole thing, probably because of the help of fishermen as well. And down here I've built a second forest, because this is a map with mountains, so there's no forests that you start with. And so I placed down a bunch of trees, and they've planted them recently, so right now they're just finishing building their house instead. And they're gonna be working closely with the butcher, because they have a goal to acquire 10 pigs from the wilderness, and they will be taming them slowly and coming over here, and then the butchers will be buying the pigs for slaughter. And here we have a bunch of animals for the farm, so we have sheep and cows. Everything is assigned to a feeder, so the sheep have their own, the cows have their own. There seem to be... And this guy is shearing the sheep and got some wool. And now he's gonna go store it and later sell it here to tailors, who are turning it into yarn. As you can see, we have plenty of yarn, and then they can make some clothes. So this is the chain of production. There's only few families that I don't have yet. I think the blacksmithing and bone making. I could be making beer as well, and use the products of butchers like hides and skin from the animals to turn it into leather and make some armor. So still plenty of space to grow. Somebody is starving, so I better donate them some food, which we can do here. We've added this ability to seize now, so not only you can donate things to villagers, you can also take it back from them, which in later versions will also impose some penalty on your reputation. In this version that's not there yet, so right now there's really no consequence, but you have the option at least. But we gotta give them some food. And we've also changed how money works, so now everything is separated to gold coins, silver coins and copper coins, and villagers exchange between those currencies as they need, because we have the economy set up in such a way that in order to make it work, a poor peasant family would have hundreds of thousands of money, and that doesn't look like a poor family. Now they have hundreds of gold, which still not ideal, but it works better. We can also look at the tax reports, so our king requests from us something for the next year, which I can keep track of in the hut as well. So right now I'm missing 37 cheese, and luckily this family has plenty of cows, and every day cooks some cheese, is able to cook some cheese, but right now they're focusing on butter, I think. So they would be cooking, using the cauldron and the cooking table to turn milk into cheese, and then I would take it from them to pay the taxes. And rooftops. So I didn't get far enough to start building some rooftops, but this would be probably the next step. So the houses would have rooftop over their head, because in the next update there will be some temperature problems, and this will actually be more than a decoration. And I think I've shown pretty much the whole game in, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. It's a lot of fun. Get it. It's gonna be released soon, and it's gonna be amazing. Yeah, questions?
First of all, could you open up the chat? Keep a track of it. My phone does.
Mareke was first.
First off, can you name the cows?
No.
The sheep?
No. You can name the farm and stuff, like you can... Masoners, I don't need masoners. You can rename your farm. Farm. Cute farm. Cute. There seems to be a bug because it doesn't allow space. So I gotta fix that.
Is that a feature you maybe are thinking about, or are you more like,
The thing is, with animals, they have like relatively short lifespan in our game because the time is sped up so much. It takes, I think, about 5 years for a cow to live through their whole life. So getting that attached to them might not be a good design choice.
But it's also complaining on a high level. Like, this looks amazing. Good job. I mean, holy shit, that's a fucking amazing construct. Like,
Thank you.
yay!
Ooh. James?
Are beautiful places in the game yet?
No.
Did you hear it out?
No. That's gonna be another update. That's right now I have all of the recordings of about 7 or 8 people from the house. I have 40 minutes with everyone, so that's up to 7 hours of stuff that I need to go through, edit, and process. That's gonna take me a lot of time, which I don't have right now. So because that's nice to have feature for us, we're putting it on hold until I have more time. But it's coming.
Awesome stuff. Where can people get the game and wishlist it?
Thank you for a very good question. The game is on Steam. We have our website, lordsandvillains.com. Maybe someone can type it in the chat. Who's on the chat? It would be nice. There's all the links you need. We have a Discord server. We have a Steam page where you can wishlist it and also later get the game. We are also on Itch where we have a playable demo, but that is from November of last year, and you will see the striking difference how much work we've done. So if you're curious, you can try it, but it's nowhere near as good as what you can see here. That's still good, still good. And yeah, wishlist it, it's coming out soon, and then buy it. Maybe like 10 times for all your friends. Thank you. Do it.
Oh, never mind. Don't do it.
Okay, any other questions? Thank you very much.
Yay. All right. Moving on. The link dropper himself, Matej.
Also, Remy dropped the link to your Steam stuff.
Well, I can't invite him to. Unfortunately, I would love to invite Remy up here as well, but
Remy, come back.
we'll have to make do.
Only 1.5 months left. Well, that will be a long stream.
Hello, I am Matej and I will show you stuff. You may be excited now. So, I've done 3 videos in the last 2 weeks since we haven't been here last week. I will show 2 videos today. Oh, I will talk about 2 videos today. For those of you who haven't been by the learning office yet, last week, not this week, I was working on a map of the Indie Quest of level 1. Indie Quest, if anyone doesn't know yet, is our indie game development school we have here, Spelkollektivet. And it's sort of divided in 3 parts. In the first part, people learn C#. All is game-based, game-themed. So it's a specialized curriculum for game development. And yeah, basically, I wanted to make it so it's the 2nd year of the school, so I wanted to make it a little bit non-linear this time around based on the sort of feedback and how I've seen questers go through the first year. And so here I wanted to draw a map so that they can see visually what tasks are ahead in the first 2 months of their lives here. So yeah, it looks fast here. It actually took 4 or 5 days. So yeah, so basically, yeah, you can. By the way, this is a video from our Spelkollektivet YouTube channel where I have a vlog every 2 weeks about how it is to run the school. So feel free to look at it if you want to hear me talk about the whole thing. But yeah, in general, it is. There are the linear parts that start your way, and then you get to this hub area, where is sort of the town, where it gets more non-linear. You can try different things. And then when you are ready, there's gonna be also, I'm just gonna skip ahead so that the video shows those parts. Then below, once you get, you can see on the right side, there's also like a skill tree of all the skills that you're trying to get on this path. And then as you get enough skills, you can see some of these icons are red over here. Those means you gotta have that skill, and usually you get those skills up in the hub area and around. And so, yeah, in the rest of the video, you can see it on our YouTube channel. You can look, and I give you a whole tour of more in details where something goes. So this was the first video I was working on last week, or the artwork. The video itself took very little time. The second video though that I made was for my game Pixel Art Academy. That one, it was the opposite. It took 5 days to make. And it's up here, should be on the spell list, yes, on the vlogs. Oh, James, you must have watched it already. So anyway, so yeah, this is a vlog. This is not actually a vlog. There's a series of videos that I was making called Pixel Art Academy 101, which was a series that ran from about 2018-2019, where I just showed features from my game. My game has been in development for 6 years now, just had the 6th anniversary. And yeah, it's being continuously released, so it's still sort of in alpha version, but I put out new features as often as possible. And as I was releasing new features in 2018, I started this series where I explain what was added to the server. I haven't done really an update in 1 year. Last year I did a 5-year anniversary video of what I've been working on, and this year I have this year I restarted the series Pixel Art Academy 101, except this one is 102 because it's the next season, sort of next chapter of the game. And so in this video I go into detail again about the Indie Quest and my work at the Indie Quest. The way I can work on both my game Pixel Art Academy and run the Indie Quest here is that the art curriculum, because here at the school we teach both programming and art to everyone, and the art curriculum for the Indie Quest, for the school here, comes from my game. And so anything I do for the art curriculum goes into both places. So in this video you can watch, it's like a 15-minute video. You can hear, how the last year has been like. And I show basically all of the learning materials that we create here for the school, we give out for free. And so here I demonstrate how the art materials look like inside of my game, which is this thing I called the study guide, or Retropolis Academy of Art study guide. And it has a bunch of books. You can look at the video to get a summary of all the books and things you can learn, and all the links are in the description where you can find all of this, and that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you may ask them now. Most engaged teacher the world has ever seen. Thank you.
No question, we're just impressed. Holy shit, man. It's insanely great. Wow.
Yeah. Can we get another wow?
Wow.
Yeah. That seems like a reasonable amount of wows. Okay. And back for the first time in way too long, I guess. The return of Annie.
Yeah. Isn't that such a good shot? Like the angle and all. Anyway.
I stole it from her. She used it in her blog. Right click on it because it opens my.
Oh.
And then open with down.
Open with, open with, open with. There you go.
able to go back to bed.
Okay. Hey everybody. Yeah, so since I've been away for quite a while, this is probably gonna be a little bit all over the place, but I made this little charts here to remind myself what I've been doing along this trip that I've been doing to Germany. At some point in March, I think I went to Germany to most of all take care of my health, and also then yeah, spend time with my family, and so that was the main reason for me to go to Germany. And I was traveling a lot, between places in Germany, which gave me a lot of time to read a bunch of books. I think most of you probably know my game already, the one that I'm making, but it's about it deals with world history, and I seem to have an infinite curiosity to read about this. So yeah, I read a bunch of books, mostly during train travels and car travels and whatnot. That was very nice. I also want to make my own music for the game, and since I do have skills in programming and art, but with music I'm still, even though I played some instruments before, composing is a whole new world. And yeah, so I've been learning a bunch about that and making some first tests and songs, I guess. I've made some new visuals for my game, that's environment and characters. I did a tiny bit of coding, but I'm not going to show a lot of that here. But yeah, I'm still able to code. And exactly, so when I was moving from here, I made a playtest session with some people in the house, and that was super fun because my game reached feature complete, and I wanted to test it with people and see if it's actually fun. And it was quite a nice time we've had. But yeah, then after some time of contemplating after that, I decided that my next goal is not going to be to integrate all of that feedback that I got from you, but to launch the Steam page, and so to get my game ready on a visual level to be presentable. So that's what I decided on to do. Yeah, so I hope these are large enough, but yeah, when I first was in Germany, I was just I wasn't really quite sure which way to go yet, and I just wanted to make some vegetation, so I just made some cool trees for the Paleolithic level. So yeah, the basics of my game are that each level is one historical age of human history, and the first game of the trilogy is going to be from the Stone Age to the end of the Bronze Age. So it's going to be 3 levels mostly, so Paleolithic, Neolithic, and Bronze Age level. And so I made basically some vegetation for the Paleolithic. But it was also, yeah, a lot about finding out how do I want to make the vegetation, and yeah, I was quite happy with it. Yeah, then after that, I started to design capsule art for the Steam page, and I've read quite a bit about it, and I tried. Yeah, I tried a lot of different versions of. I think I'm showing some of them here. Of just yeah, making of different compositions. Like, how could I make it understandable? How could I I tease the people out? How could I make them curious to actually want to play the game? How could I show them the easiest way, like what the game is about? I've been thinking about that a lot, and I've also been asking people for a lot of feedback, and that was super helpful during this process. I got a lot of feedback from people. This one was the last one I ended up with. That I got a lot of feedback on from people, and I already liked this one quite a lot. I think there's elements in there that I really like. There's this the key art planets on the right. That is basically the most interesting visual, I'd say, from the game. I think it does make curious. I really like the white big font, but from a lot of people I've heard that kind of you're not quite sure, like people are not quite sure what the game is about. Like the name is not quite connecting to the visuals, and it's not really quite clear what you would expect from the game. So yeah, also a lot of people said that the name is quite generic, and I started thinking, yeah, I really should maybe find a new name for my game, since this one is also, it was kind of just, I started making a prototype without really like having a long process of finding a name. I just went with it because it was the first inspiration I had. But yeah, there was a lot of reasons for why to change the name. One of them also is that there's already 2 games on Steam that are called Paradigm Shift. So yeah, let's do a capture. So yeah, I started to think a lot about what kind of name could I use for the game. And at first I was just brainstorming a lot, and after a while I started to do it in a little bit more of a systematic approach, where I just looked for words, different types of words that are related to my game. So words that evoke something about history, time, or travel. Words that evoke wonder, treasure, like a wow effect, because the main mechanic is that you, hidden object style, you find people or symbols and then progress through time by finding new things in the world. Then words that evoke contemplation, calm, serene, reassuring, because I want the player to reflect on themselves and reflect on what's been happening during history, during our history, and then also gameplay related words that and yeah, I just like wrote down a bunch of them and tried to find combinations that ring something in me. And it was quite funny for me because it's not such a straightforward process like making a model or writing code. It's very variable, and the process that I went through for a month or 2 was basically I got up in the morning and already thinking about words all the time, and then I often would have a moment where I'm super excited and I was like, oh my god, I think I have the name. And I had an idea, and then was excited about it for half an hour, and then all the reasons dropped in of why is it not a good name, and that kind of repeated itself several times. It was really not super easy for me, and I was at some point quite frustrated because I didn't get where I want to get with it. So I said to myself, I'm just gonna set this apart and make some more art. What I wanted to do the whole time anyway is to improve on my character art a little bit, because yeah, especially the male characters were super chunky, super blocky, and you see them from far away, so it's not that bad, but I wanted to put a little more detail into it, and especially because I have this really nice cell shaded look, I wanted it to work well with the cell shading, that some of the anatomy is lit nicely. So yeah, I ended up with this naked guy on the right. I also gave the characters faces that I can easily animate by just swapping out textures, which is very nice. Yeah, the female also has a face. They both have faces. Yeah, and another goal of mine was to improve the character system, because since I have a lot of different characters, there's different cultures that I represent in the game, and you find multiple characters, so I have to make a lot of clothes and a lot of different characters, and I want to improve my prefab system, my character system in the workflow, so that I don't have to spend a lot of time on making the characters. So yeah, I did that. I had it was quite hard for me, because the characters are the most complex thing in the game that I have, I think. But yeah, I was able to find a way to do that. Yeah, I'm not really showing a lot about that here right now, because that's right. Yeah, and then at some point I was just going through all the names, and I had written a lot of them down, and I was also just trying out fonts, different fonts, and seeing if something inspires me. And at some point I just had it written down and was like, this is actually pretty cool. And then the name really grew on me, and yeah, so without further ado, the new name is The Human Story. Yeah.
This looks so cute. Oh my god, and the purple people.
Yeah, the people also have different colors depending on the age they're in. But yeah, I was super happy when I kind of tried this name out, especially in combination with that font. I think it looks super playful, and one hard thing that I wanted to solve with this name is that it should be on the one hand kind of playful, lighthearted, cute looking, just like the game, and then on the other hand I wanted it to also be a little bit of seriousness or contemplation to it. And I think The Human Story kind of really nicely gaps that bridge, because yeah, for me at least, it's, you can kind of imagine both with it. It doesn't sound too heavy, but it's still yeah, the human story. You can still instantly imagine what it is about, I think. So yeah. Also, since yeah, it's part 1, I've designed this little icon down here as well, which is the book that you are also seeing in the game itself. And yeah, I wanted something that is very iconic and also just looks beautiful, that you are interested just by the looks of it. And yeah, it's very famous, these hands on the caves, and it's a very human touch, huh? So yeah. Oops. Yeah. one of the taglines that I really like because I thought so much about words is a colorful round trip through the history of humankind. Yeah, this is again the book. This is also the UI that you have in the game. Yeah. And then right now I'm in the process of making screenshots out from the game to put onto Steam. Yeah, so I designed some new clothes for the Paleolithic level and Neolithic level. Because before I was just working on the Bronze Age level, and yeah, put some animation poses on, and I'm quite happy. I think this way I can just making the poses. I can just make some scenes and screenshots relatively quickly. Yeah, and then this one is from the Neolithic. I also changed the font as well. Like, I've looked through so many freaking fonts. I'm really happy with these ones now. Because a lot of people also gave me the feedback that they want like a more readable font in the book. And yeah. Tuck. Oh, that's also not the right order. Anyway, that was another name that I had in mind. Right. And what I forgot to talk about is in the process of name finding, because it was kind of frustrating, I tried to like get a better feel for myself for the game, and I didn't really have any sound in it yet, but the visuals are very, very cute. That's why a lot of people react with, oh, the game is super cute. And I wanted to see if I can, with sound and music, see if I can get it in another direction that's a little bit more contemplative. So I did one music test. So yeah, I'm just gonna show it. All right. Yeah, this was basically just a test for me to find the mood and also learn how to use a synthesizer. It was quite fun. But yeah, I still got a lot to learn, but it's kind of the first step. And I also, because at my dad's place there, it was super quiet. I could record some voice recordings, and I wanted to, because the game is going to be narrated, and I wanted to try what kind of atmosphere can the voice itself bring into the game. So I tried different voices, and I settled for this one that I'm gonna show to you. At least some of it. Large numbers of strangers in what way successfully the first precious books contain symbols and numbers, and were used to sort out taxes, ownership, and debt between people.
This transformation is driven by new technology, but it also brings with it a new life, a new yourself, and the set of a new cultural space within the social institutions of bankers. The first and non-settlers came together in friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tried different types of sentences and with different strengths of emotionality and complexity and all of that, and yeah, that helped me a lot to get a better feel for the game, and yeah, then in the end find this name that I think represents the game really nicely. And yeah, I did some more stuff, but I already showed so much. I'm gonna show that next time. So that's me. Thank you very much. Are there any questions? Oh, damn it. Yes, James?
Are you gonna ask homies to volunteer to voice act some of the humans, perhaps?
That could be fun. That could be fun. We can try that.
Yar, matey. I be a stone man.
I mean, the humans themselves said they just have like a Sims language, just making some noises.
With Michal already, so we know how to do that now.
Perfect. Then you're prepared. Yeah. Yes, Matej?
We have a question from the chat. If I'm not mistaken, this would be Jonathan from Norway. Asks, is the plan to release it episodic rather than all at once?
Yes, that's the plan. I'm gonna release it's a trilogy, so I'm gonna finish this one first, and then since I have all the technology to build upon, then I'll then make the second and the third one episodically. Yes. Yes.
Do you have like a main point of reference for the narrative of this, like the research and so on, or is it more game than actual facts?
Yeah. So the way that I approach it right now is that I recognize I've just been reading a lot of different history books from different authors, and I realized that history is one of these sciences that don't just rely on facts, because it's also a lot about the interpretation of the facts, and it's kind of hard to say like who's right. So the way I want to do it right now is just read a lot of different perspectives from different authors, and then basically like quote, like search for their best ideas and then take them into the game, like the best ideas from different people. And then because I'm not a historian, I want basically to be some sort of platform for people to get to know about world history more, and to explore different historians, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna link them then who's the author, and encourage them also to, if any of these ideas like resonate with them, they should go and read the actual book. Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much.
Okay, so capping off the evening, I've been promised a lot of cringe.
Also, there's one more.
Oh.
Oh,
okay. So not capping it off, but still, I'm just looking forward to the cringe. So give a warm round for Yannick.
Yeah, I actually have two versions, a cringe one and a cringier one. But I heard that people would like to have the cringier one, so I guess I gotta do that one. Which is probably this. Should I download it? Or should I just... I don't know if it's... No, not really full screen. Right? Where does it save it? I don't know.
There's no PowerPoint viewer on the computer.
There isn't?
No, so you have to do it in the full screen.
Damn. But I can at least hide the sidebar. Can I zoom in? No. Yeah, I guess this has to do. So, yeah, this is my very first presentation here, and I thought a lot about how can I start, and my idea was, let's start in the beginning. So a long time ago, the universe was super dense and you could barely see it. Everything was black, and then bang, the universe just existed, and approximately 14 billion years later, I graduated and got my degree in computer science. So I moved to Spelkollektivet to now be able to hold my first talk. And for the topic, I was thinking which is the topic I know the most about, and yeah, that's probably me. So, smart people have stated that you have to do something for 10,000 hours to become an expert. Well, so why am I an expert? Yeah, when I turned 13, I did myself for 10,000 hours. Puberty, you know. This process took like 10,002 hours. I guess I almost got a record, but yeah. Let's say it like this. If you're ever gonna be a parent and you have kids in their puberty, don't open the door.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
And if you hear those kids vacuuming inside, yeah, don't disturb either. The sad part now.
It's gonna drop now, man.
I have a problem now because my presentation won't work, since I usually would drop in a lot of stuff, and this just doesn't work with the online PowerPoint I've used. So I'm very sad. I wonder if there's any solution to this. Is there another online PowerPoint method to open it?
Google Slides.
Google Slides?
Upload it to Drive.
Upload it to Drive, because yeah, I can't do the presentation. Google Drive.
Yeah, but you would have to. I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, my drive.
This is private.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, that's a nice thing to have in your Drive. I'm just saying.
We're so close to seeing your porn collection.
PowerPoint had like a
view
viewer.
Don't open Excel sheets on who I hate the most in speculative brain.
Wait a second. Where did my stuff go? Here. Can I just drop it in?
Hopefully it will convert.
Just scroll a lot so we don't read.
Yeah, scroll down to the bottom.
It's okay, it's not streamed.
Under the folders.
You can just click on the...
Up, up, up.
Oh wait, is that off screen?
There, down.
Down.
There.
Ah, here. Okay, let's see if it works now. Oh, this would be so sad. So much work. Ah!
Okay, I just wanted to prove me false, you know.
Honey, you should take notes. That's apparently about history, human history. You have to put Yannick in there.
It works, it works, it works. Yeah, now I can finally do it like the intended way.
Oh, wow.
Only that it's messed up a little bit. But hey, yeah. Don't disturb your kids. That's basically just all I wanted to say with my opening. Let's start with a real presentation about me. That's me. This is painting at me. This is me pointing at me, and this is me being super happy. This is me eating. I don't know why I put this in here. Oh yeah, the bread actually wasn't that tasty, I guess. Yeah, this is me having a romantic dinner, eating a garlic, which actually was even worse than the bread, as you might can tell by my facial expression. Just don't eat garlic. It's not that nice. Eat pizza. That's better, I guess. So this is me pretending to be an artist, and this is my art. Yeah, this is me reacting to my art. I guess it's meh. So as far as you can tell, I'm not an artist. I'm actually also not a comedian. I'm a game dev, and I just founded my own game company. It's called Y Game Studios. Here's the pretty logo. I also do a lot of social media. This actually means that I crawl to dirt for the likes. That's just what I'm doing. And yeah, when I'm doing social media, I mainly do devlogs, but I also do some weird, crazy challenges, like for example, making 100 games in a day, which I can't recommend. This is super exhausting.
Did you make it?
I made it, yeah, wow. Sure. Took just 22 hours. Easy. But I know a lot of people here don't need sleep, so I guess it's fine. So, this is my YouTube channel. I started it about 2.5 years ago, and I'm currently sitting at almost 7,000 subscribers. Some of you might say this is a lot, but some of you think 2.5 years and only 7K subscribers? Yeah. The problem is game dev and YouTube is fun, yeah, but I also like to do this, and this, and this, and this. Okay, I don't look like I'm having a lot of fun there, but it was fun, yeah. I also like to do this, and this, of course. This is super fun. That's actually me, as you can probably see, especially when comparing it to another picture of climbing. This is super fun, yeah, this is also me. Yeah, I like Googling stock photos, fun action, and board games, yeah, they're always nice. So yeah, what I basically wanted to say is I have too many hobbies to be a successful YouTuber, so I moved to Spelkollektivet to not have that much distraction, and maybe it will get better now. I also have a German channel, which is sitting at currently almost 4,000 subscribers, and I do TikTok, which is sadly or happily, I don't know, my most successful platform with almost 75,000 followers. So I guess I'm a TikToker who does some YouTube now. I never thought I would say these words, but yeah. I also have Twitter and Instagram, but let's not talk about this. So I'm going to be the person probably who walks around a lot in this house filming stuff. Yeah, social media. So I kind of need your consent if you're fine with being in the videos. So I just prepared a little sheet. So now that everyone gathered around, we can just fill it out briefly. So is it okay for you to be in my videos? And now you can't see it because it's messed up, but it says, if you're fine, smile. If not, do a backflip. No one does. Okay, everyone is fine. Great. So I don't need to worry about any one of you being in my video. Awesome. So yeah, I also make games occasionally. The last game I did and I published right before I came was Spider Doll, and now I'm trying to work on Divided Dungeon. yeah, this is a spider doll. The great story about a doll which was bitten by a radioactive spider and now has spider powers, I guess. And yeah, it's a lot of swinging action and defeat enemies, which for some reason look like Trump. Don't ask me why, I just was drawing and then it turned out like this, and it's like, yeah, why not? Let's keep it like this. And of course also some super epic battles. Yeah, it's a great game. And this is Divided Dungeon, and this is the project I'm now trying to finish in the next month and hopefully release successful on Steam. I will tell you more about this, but I was told that I'm only allowed to talk for 5 minutes, so this has to be done another day. I have some final goals I want to share with you regarding my time here at Spelkollektivet and the next couple of weeks. So first, I actually want to start to do some game dev, because right now I only did some video editing and yeah, gotta make some games again. I don't want to get lost in the forest. It's a very important goal. Yeah, I was taking a run the second day I was here and thought, yeah, just gonna do some 20-minute run. This is me 45 minutes later. And yeah, I was lost, and this is me after 1.5 hours. But I got back, so and I'm still alive. Yeah, and last but not least, my goal is to go on a walk with everyone, like after eating lunch or so. Just go for a small walk to get to know all the different people. I think this is a great way. Thank you, and I'm done. Whoa, raising hands and questions. Yeah, James.
So you had like 100,000 views on the video where you said that you bought this house.
Yeah.
Do you have any fun comments?
I had a lot of fun comments. So first, a lot of people asked, and a lot of people congratulated me for, wow, it's amazing, you have this great house. A lot of people said, oh wow, I wish I could live there too. This is an amazing house. A lot of people were confused. Well, like, you just made one game and you earned enough to buy such a house? Wow, crazy. And the rest of the people got that this can't be true. Yeah.
I have a question from the chat from Zombloid3000. Actually, I hope it is the question because it says, hi, kannst du auch Deutsch reden?
Klar, kann ich auch, aber das Problem daran ist, dass dann die meisten Leute hier im Haus mich nicht mehr verstehen. Deswegen rede ich Englisch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wenn du dich als fühlst du dich mehr als TikToker oder als Game Dev?
Was the fuck?
Yeah, it was like, okay, do I answer now in German and English? Difficult. Yeah.
German. I asked him if he feels more like a TikToker or like a game developer.
Yeah, I guess this is a tricky question. I don't even know. I don't feel like a TikToker because this is actually just what I do on the side. It's more about being a YouTuber or a game dev, and it's really 50-50. I don't prefer any of those sides. I probably wouldn't do the one without the other, so I just see it as one big thing I do. I'm a game dev YouTuber. That's what I say. Great.
Will you make it cringier, or will you actually bring it back to a normal level?
Normal level, to be honest, shorter.
If you want to do it in French, I guess you can do that, since apparently we don't speak English in this house.
Just make up language on the spot.
At least Remy can ask questions via the chat.
And Sam.
So do I start? So hi, my name is Thomas. I'm French, and I spent the last about 3 years of my life making games as an indie game developer. So the biggest game I made was this called Space Gladiator, which is I spent about 2.5 years on it, and it was in early access for more than a year, and it's basically an action roguelike about space potatoes. So I tried to mix Hollow Knight and The Binding of Isaac. So basically the combat of Hollow Knight with the roguelike mechanics of Binding of Isaac. And after 1 year, I published it in early access. So in the end of 2019. And I published it in version 1.0 about 4 months ago. So this is the biggest game I made. Yeah, and
Wait, the main character is a potato?
what?
Is the main person a potato?
Yeah, it's a potato. In all of my games, I make potatoes because I'm not an artist and they are easy to draw. And I think it's a good marketing tactic. Thank you. So the second game I made, it was during the early access of this one because it was starting to get too long, so I wanted to start another project. So I made Lost Potato, which is another action roguelike. This was inspired by Nuclear Throne and Downwell and stuff like that. I made it in 1 month from ID to publishing, and I wanted to try to have a fast development cycle to see if it could be worth it. So. So the concept of the game is just that you can't hurt enemies directly. So you just have to use traps that are spawned procedurally on the map to kill them or to reflect their projectiles back at them. Yeah. So I made this in August of 2020, so 1 year ago. And in total, both of those games brought me about $20,000. So now I can live off the income of those games. And I made some other small projects, but published them for free on itch.io or GameJolt. I'm only going to be here for like 3 more days. And I arrived 4 days ago. And since I've been there, I've been working on a game jam with Joe, which is an artist, and I'm a programmer. And we've made a little game with GameMaker. I make all of my games with GameMaker, and it's just like a little space shooter thing for a game jam organized by the browser Opera. We want to make to have a game to display when you have no internet connection. So it's like the Dino game on Chrome. So the winner of the jam will be the game for the Opera GX browser. And so that's what we made, and now we just finished it today. And I'm not sure yet what we're going to do for the next 3 days, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, I made a few other projects, but I'm not sure if you want to see them, because I'm already at 5 minutes, I think. Really?
More potatoes. Show us all the potatoes. More potatoes.
Yes.
Oder Kartoffeln. You know what's up. Yes.
So this is a little game I made about 5 months ago, because I wanted to apply to a French game studio which was making a turn-based tactical game. So I made one in Unity.
Does the potato has a name?
It's Potato. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like another roguelike, but this one is a tactical turn-based roguelike. So you just start with a team of random potatoes and with random weapons, and then you just assign them and start fighting in a little grid like this, and it's all procedurally generated, and you can just attack like this. And yeah, I made it, I think, in about 1 month too. The goal was just to have a prototype to apply to the job. So after that, thanks to this, I got the job and I worked there for 3 months and a half, and then I quit. Because I just wanted to go back to making my own games. Yeah, that's it. If you have any question. Yeah.
Did you quit because they didn't make any games about potatoes?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah. I couldn't live without it.
Once you go potato, you never go back.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna be sad that I started this trend, but Patrie de la Pantoufle as-tu créé une entreprise en français pour recevoir tes revenus destinés?
J'ai pas compris.
Une entreprise en France pour recevoir tes revenus destinés.
Ah ouais, j'ai une micro-entreprise. Oui, c'est en France, du coup.
Oui, croisement.
Yeah. So in English, that is you create a company in France to get Steam revenue.
So and yeah, I have created one, and I have to get my revenue through Wise, formerly TransferWise, which get paid in dollars, and then I convert it and transfer it back to a French bank. Yeah, James.
Are you willing to disclose how many copies you sold of Space Gladiators?
Yes, I think it's in the 2000s something. I haven't checked recently, but yeah, it's about that. I think it's about 30 times the number of reviews I have.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit more. Yeah. Yes.
This is from me from the chat. What did you do to market your games?
So yeah, so so I tried a lot of things like Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube and stuff. And the two things that worked the most were contacting YouTubers and Twitch streamers, just sending them keys, like a YouTuber that already play roguelikes. And I also developed the game with them in mind. So I checked the YouTubers beforehand, and then I thought about what they could like, and I made it for them, basically. And when I launched the game and at some major key points, I also made Reddit posts. Some got like 1,000 upvotes or something, so it helped a little bit too. And yeah. Yes?
Question about roguelikes, because I've never made one before. And I imagine that they are quite complex systems to make. So the question is, what kind of experience was it for you to make a roguelike as your first game? Was it overwhelming, or was it actually that you could make a simple system and then the players had so much content because it's generated?
Yeah. I actually think making a roguelike might be easier than making a classic linear game, because for one, I don't have any narrative design skills, so I didn't have to write a real story. So it's basically all focused on gameplay, and also you can get by with less content. So if you just make it replayable, you just have to put in more to add just content, and you don't really have to do a very specific game design or stuff. So I think it's easier to make roguelikes for indies. And it's also the kind of games that I play, so I just wanted to make something I understand.
And then maybe also, what was the hardest part of design?
I think it was making the content, because even if it's a roguelike as a solo dev, if you want to, it's priced at €15 and dollars. So at this price point, you have a lot of games like Hollow Knight or big roguelikes that have a lot of content. So it just takes a lot of time as an indie, especially if you make all the art and all the programming yourself. So yeah, the amount of content. Yes?
I love the art style.
Thank you. I'm not an artist, so I just try to do whatever I could.
I wish I could make that type of art like that. Then I wouldn't need Johannes in my life.
Wow! But I do!
Yes.
10 out of 10 potatoes, definitely. You said you're gonna leave for in 3 days. Like, where are you heading, and do you think of coming back to Spelkollektivet to maybe develop on the game for longer, or are you more like digital nomading the world now?
Yes, that's an idea I had, maybe to come back later to Spelkollektivet. I still don't know what I'm going to do. Now that I'm basically geographically free, I still have to think about it, but yeah, that's I can come back maybe.
We would like your potato here. I could promise to make some potato dishes for you too.
Nice.
No, that's maybe bad. Maybe that's bad. Yeah, okay, also.
All right.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, that's all for tonight then, I guess. So thank you, and goodbye. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I have no idea.
I want to know what this is all about. Okay.